In the absence of Optimus Prime and Megatron's crew, the war on Cybertron still wages on. With each cycle passing by, the death toll on both factions increase.
I don't have enough ammo for that thing.
I can help with that.
We need to get to the lab, now!
I'm on it!
Hard run! Don't be a fool! We go as a unit! Crap! Looks like I'm going to have to go after it. Moon Racer! Space!
Commander Shockwave, your specimen is secured, and your ship is ready for launch.
Excellent. Now that I have found Megatron's whereabouts, I shall confirm if he's offline or still functioning. Autobots! Decepticons, hold them off!
Did you blow a diode? Who gave you the orders to engage the enemy alone?
Relax. We've made it this far. Now, cover me while I go after Shockwave.
Hot rod.
Rumble, Frenzy, set course for these coordinates in this sector of the galaxy.
Yes, Commander Shockwave.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. Roar! Grimlock! Don't worry, Grim. I'll get you.
Autobot!
This rescue mission you attempted was most illogical.
What?
Little Autobot, did you really think you had the manifolds steal my specimens?
You mean my friends. And my name is Hot Rod. And I'm an Autobot that you won't forget.
Yes, not forgotten. However, your death will be in vain, just as the rest.
Get scrapped.
So long, Hot Rod.
Shockwave!
That one day...
Somewhere in this jungle, there's several hundred North Vietnamese soldiers who could wipe out this little American unit to the last man in an unguarded moment.
Our spirits exultant with the magnitude and precision of this entire Apollo 11 mission. We have spent the past week in communal anxiety and hope as our astronauts sped through the glories and dangers of the heavens.
Good evening. We have a mystery story out of Washington. 5 people have been arrested and charged with breaking into the headquarters of the Democratic National Committee.
These days are on.
These humans, they are more primitive than anticipated.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside. Oh, that's hot.
I'm here with G.B. Blackrock, the flamboyant multi-millionaire industrialist. Mr. Blackrock, this new oil drilling platform is said to have no equal. What can you tell us about it?
Hector, this rig is so revolutionary, they'll have to invent a new name for it. We can extract 50% more oil from the ground than any other operation. We can refine it. Dock tankers, land planes, do everything except pumping gas into your car.
But it's Eric Haddon who really deserves the credit.
Mr. Haddon, you've been called a computer genius, even though you're only a few years out of high school. What is your role in this?
Mr. Blackrock is right. I designed the secondary and tertiary oil recovery systems, the semi-automated defense systems, the refinery's non-polluting digitalized micro-scrubbers, but I consider it all just really a part of my job for Mr. Blackrock.
The conquest of this planet and enslavement of its people shall be a simple task indeed. But I'll have to deal with that later. Now I must see to the health of the Decepticons. All appears to be proceeding well. These life support systems are repairing the injuries sustained while under the former leader of Megatron. According to my calculations, he should be achieving a minimally conscious operating level, although his repairs will require much more time.
Remind me to thank you when I get down from here, Shockwave. Meanwhile, resumption of my command begins now.
You don't seem to understand. These Autobots see you lying dead on the ground are there because I put them there. The Decepticons you see barely clinging to life is your doing, until I intervened. Autobot victory over us was assured. Evidence says your leadership was faulty, Megatron. Logic says I must command the Decepticons. You will explain to me how you permitted our position to deteriorate so drastically.
As Commander, it is your right to demand anything of me. It is my privilege to oblige. As you know, our people were at war for millennia. We've attacked the Autobots' Ark, boarded their ship, and crash-landed on Earth in a volcano. For 4 million years we lay dormant until something triggered the Ark system and we've been revived. We then discovered what is called a nuclear power plant, and we claimed it as our own territory. But we could not harness its energy, so I found a human named Sparkplug Witwicky to concoct the energon for us. But, unbeknown to me, he poisoned the energon, thus leading to our downfall against the Autobots. I swear by Primus I will have that human reduced to carbon ash for his treachery.
Your last statement exemplifies the flaw in your programming, Megatron. Petty violence on barely intelligent life forms have no place in Decepticon cause. Logic dictates there is no place for such emotion in a Decepticon commander, nor is there room for incompetence, for stealing energy facilities and not being able to use them, for being fooled by lesser beings, for defeat. That is why I am a logical choice for leading the Decepticons. Should you disagree, I'll be forced to do to you what I do to this fallen Autobot. Should logic so dictate.
Yes, Shockwave, speak your logic. Talk until I can find a way to beat the living scrap out of you.
Listen, kid, this garage is restricted to hospital personnel. You'll have to leave.
Look, I'll be out of here in just a sec. I'm just looking for a friend.
Who's your friend, then? Spike, over here.
Ratchet!
Great to see you again.
You look different. Where have you been?
As you know, I am a certified doctor on Cybertron. However, the Cybertronian medical oath I took makes no distinction between attending to mechanical or organic life. So I scanned a new alt mode. And when these humans needed my assistance to tend to a cardiac arrest call, I had no choice but to help them. I hope I didn't cause you any concern, Spike.
Who said that?
Oh, it's okay. I would have done the same if I had your skills.
The caller had what is called a severe heartburn, they said. He chugged a full bottle of Carolina Reaper hot sauce. What kind of medical disorder is that?
Holy crap, that's awesome. I mean, it's terrible, but I'll explain later. But I have good news. My dad, he's already getting better. He just had a very mild heart attack.
I'm happy to hear that, Spike.
There's gotta be an iPhone or a speaker somewhere.
The doctor said he must have been under some kind of stress. I guess being kidnapped by the Decepticons and accused as a traitor by the Autobots doesn't help. He also told me that he poisoned the energon he made for the Decepticons. It's so corrosive, it would have eaten through their fuel lines.
That's great. That means we're one step closer to winning the war. Look under the hood. Well, do you mind? I don't go around poking around your mouths trying to figure out how you talk, do I? I just tried contacting Autobot headquarters, but no one answered. Despite your father's heroic efforts, I'm a bit concerned. I think I should return to see what's going on.
I'll have to come with.
Yep, that is out of the question. There's no telling what danger awaits us. I'll go alone.
But we are so far away from Mount St. Hilary, and you'll need a driver to keep the robot in disguise effect.
It's gotta be just a prank.
Do you think he's one of those famous YouTubers?
Unfortunately, your reasoning is sound, Spike. I will let you come. Sometimes your thinking is equal to that of any other Autobot.
Thanks. Just wait right here a minute. I have to say goodbye to my dad real quick.
Of course. I'll be waiting.
Hey, Dad. How are you feeling?
Fine, son. I finally convinced the doctors that I can't tune up a carburetor from a hospital bed. They said I'll be home in a couple more days.
That's great, Dad. I'm going back to the Ark with Ratchet. He needs me. The Autobots need me.
Son, listen to me. I know the Autobots are your friends, and I realize how exciting they must seem to a kid whose father is only a grease monkey mechanic. But believe me, a civil war is no place for a boy in high school. It's no place for you.
But if the Decepticons win, humanity is screwed. The Autobots are the only ones that can defend us against them. How will we even live with ourselves if the world is overrun by Megatron? We are the only people that has close contact with the Autobots. I mean, you're all I have.
Exactly, Spike. It's not our war. It never was. The Witwickies. We'll know how to push the chaos no matter what those monsters do to the world. Promise me, you'll just say your goodbyes and have nothing to do with them.
I promise, Dad. I promise.
I better patch up these Autobots. Transformers War on Earth will be right back after these messages.
You ever just have one of those days? You just wake up, go about doing your normal business, and then that voice starts talking to you. And you do whatever you can to block it out. But it gets louder and louder, like another person is talking inside your head. You try to run from it, but it sticks with you. You try to hide it, but it always finds you. Some bots deal with grief and wanting to meet certain expectations. As for me, I deal with myself. Like I do every day.
Counterpunch needs to pay for what it's done.
Rip them both apart, piece by treacherous piece!
As long as I'm around, you'll never be a true Autobot. That's my battle. What's yours?
The following animation is a non-profit sponsor. Dang, Starscream, you're really getting your afterburners bashed in.
Who am I, Barricade? Then stop standing there and help me take on the Autobots!
Wouldn't it be a lot more useful just to use Collecticon?
Collecticon? I never heard of that.
Expand your Transformers armies with Collecticon's latest greatest Transformers figures. Get your pre-orders for upcoming Transformers figures, such as the Transformers Studio Series Constructicons. Also, stay up to date on the Transformers' amazing adventures with Transformers comics, like Image's hit Transformers Skybound.
Bumblebee, we're outmatched and outgunned. Transform and retreat.
Who's retreating now, Autobots? With Collecticon, I shall soon lead the Decepticons.
Is that right, Starscream?
I spoke too soon.
Shop Collecticon today. Free shipping on domestic U.S. orders over $175 that include more than one item.
If the Autobots are to prevail today, Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Pioneer scum, we now return to Transformers War on Earth.
The arrogance of Shockwave to assume my command. No matter. For now I grant him his folly. Once I recover and return in fighting strength, I will make sure that he regrets ever taking my leadership.
Greetings, Megatron. My monitoring instruments show a 27.6% increase in your health capacity. Do your internal sensors correlate?
Yes, Commander Shockwave. They do.
Excellent. I shall require the services of you and every other Decepticon to carry out my plans.
His plans? His plans? The very thought of that annoys me beyond my brain module functioning. Commander Shockwave, you still haven't explained why you've came to Earth, nor your whereabouts for the past 4 million years.
For millions of years, I suspected that your mission for discovering new energy resources had led to your demise. So I set out to search for you. Coincidentally, my experiments are aligned with this planet. Then I've been deactivated. Revealing the precise circumstances that caused my deactivation might tempt you into trying to duplicate them. It would be illogical for me to diverge more detail, wouldn't you agree?
Yes, Commander.
My advice to you, Megatron, is to concern yourself more with the present. As you can see, Soundwave and a few other Decepticons have recovered after sustaining injuries from your command. They are even almost done clearing the Autobot corpses that lie. See that they are properly prepared, Soundwave.
As you command, Shockwave.
Prepared? For what?
Prepared for spare parts, of course. All of them will put to great use for our maintenance.
Yes, my arch foe Optimus Prime, reduced to scrap.
As always, you underestimate Optimus Prime. No, I have a better use for him. It surprises me you don't understand what power he has. What he has within him. He has a legendary artifact from Primus himself. It is logical that he has the Matrix of leadership.
By the Allspark, the Matrix, the portion of Primus' spark.
It is said that the Matrix once belonged to the hilt of the Star Saber, forged by Solus Prime, and is passed down to each Prime. And Optimus is the last of the 13 original Primes.
But he was only a data clerk.
Before leaving Cybertron, I have calculated a 99.7% chance he is the arisen 13th Prime. Therefore, I must have the Matrix.
And what would you do with it?
Much like the Allspark, the Matrix also has a life-providing power. I will use it to forge new Decepticons in our ranks. Lots more. And then drain that planet dry of its energy. And as for weak flesh creatures, the humans shall be our slaves. The time for our reign begins now.
Now, I know we're in a hurry and all, but you're also going to have to obey traffic laws to blend in, you know.
This is pointless. On Cybertron, we didn't need little signs and devices to control how we move.
Yeah, well, here on Earth, we don't transform into cars either. Although that would be cool. I'd probably transform myself into a Dodge Challenger or something. Something cool. But pay attention. We're coming up to a red light, so stop and wait till it turns green.
Come on, buddy, turn green. Me and Spike are in a crisis.
It can't hear you, Ratchet. It's a machine.
I'm a machine, and I hear you.
Yeah, but you're different. You...
Ah, yes. Thank you, friend traffic signal. May the rest of your day find you in proper working order. You see, Spike, you have to learn how to talk to people.
But, yeah, sure. I'll keep that in mind.
There's Mount St. Hilary. I hope there's nothing wrong. After all, I am only a doctor, not much of a warrior.
Maybe they're not responding due to technical difficulties. Even if something were to go wrong, Optimus Prime could handle it. He's your greatest Autobot leader.
You're right, Spike. As long as Optimus Prime is in command, I should have nothing to worry about. We should stop before the entrance just to be on the safe side.
You're being paranoid, Ratchet. See for your... Uh-oh. Ratchet, what is happening? What is going on right...
I can see it too. I feared this would happen. Before the cave entrance stand rumble and frenzy. The Decepticons have taken over the Ark. I may be the last Autobot still alive. I must sneak by them to get in and find out what happened, even if I die trying.
Ratchet, listen to me. I'm small enough to get in without even being noticed by one of those guys. You have to let me go through.
Once again, your reasoning surprises me. I am forced to agree. But please, buy the Allspark. Be careful.
Walking through the ship is still amazing. Everything in here is just ginormous. At this rate, it'll take me a day to find the Autobots in here, and that's if they're still in the base.
And you two store away the last Autobot corpse.
Yeah.
Thank Primus. That stasis recharge was well overdue.
As well as an energon path.
You're gonna be sheet metal before we can get back to that life.
I must be getting closer. It's Megatron. Even in sleep mode, he's scary.
Move this there and sit it! I should be the one leading the Decepticons, not Shockwave. But look at you now. You're second to a one-eye whose only tool is a petri dish. I should claw out your circuits and rip you apart with my bare hands as you're helplessly in stasis. But a melting blast to your brain module will suffice. Oh, hail, Megatron. Such wasted potential. As the reconnaissance is tiresome and risky, especially as to avoid detection by Decepticon optics. Soon, young Spike will see a horrifying sight. Oh, no, 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 no. This can't be. The Autobots. They're all dead. Bumblebee. But where's Optimus?
Optimus!
Spike Witwicky, you must help me. You are the Autobots' last hope.
Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly how this ends. I let you cut me open just to watch me bleed. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm hoping, but what I won't receive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine. To be part of something, I only wanted to be part of, I only wanted to be part of something, I only wanted to be part of, I only wanted to be part of something, I only wanted to be part, just to watch me play. Gave up who I am for who you wanted me to be. Don't know why I'm open, so fucking naive. Falling for the promise of the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine, the emptiness machine.
Yo, what's up, Tron Squad? Eric Tron here, and wow, what an amazing episode, right? Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you guys for keeping up with my channel. 12 years now, that's amazing. It seems like it's been just yesterday that I've been making the old War on Earth series for those of you that have stuck around since the jump. When I was only animating off of a 3DS and then recording off of it from my other old iPod. Yeah, fun times. And then I made the pilot episode, and I was pretty much doing all of the voices. It's been one wild ride with this series, and there's still more to come. And I'm really excited to show you what's to come next. I plan to keep this series going all the way up to the end of the Shockwave story arc. So currently what I'm doing now is the Are All Dead 4-part miniseries, and then I'll be dropping a few more episodes after that, and then that will conclude the War on Earth series. But with that series coming to an end, that doesn't mean that I will stop making more stories for that universe. Yes, I am confirming a cinematic universe after War on Earth. So I'll be dropping a spin-off series and a couple movies right after it. The next series, I'm not going to say too much on it, but the working title I have going for it is Transformers More Than Meets the Eye. And it's going to center around the team of Autobots that you just seen in the beginning of this episode, being led by Ultra Magnus, and they're fighting the war that's being continued on Cybertron after Optimus Prime left. And then soon it will be their time to venture off into space, and they venture forth to this awesome space adventure, and we will see their battles and struggles on the planet Cybertron as they leave and venturing forth into outer space as they take to the stars in their own ship. So yeah, that's what I got going for that one. Like I said, there's much more to cover. It's going to be heavily inspired from the Transformers More Than Meets the Eye comic from IDW. With the only difference is with the comic taking place after the war, this is going to take place during the war. So that's going to be the main difference, and so that's going to be my own little spin on it. But the characters I will put into the series are going to be as faithful as they can be to the comics. So yeah, so with all of this happening, I've also made a Patreon account. So you can click on the Patreon in the link in the description below. So if you want to become a member of it, go there. I also have a deleted scene that I already uploaded there. I didn't want to include it into the series because it would have changed the outcome of this episode, but I figured, you know, it would be cool to share it with you guys, and there will be a lot more deleted scenes and behind the scenes, and it's also going to be the place where if you want to see my videos early before I actually upload them to YouTube, you can go there and see them early before I drop them. Or the other alternative, if you want to see my deleted scenes, I'm also going to upload it in my Instagram account in the exclusive section, which is $2.50 if you want to subscribe and check that out. But yeah, lots of great plans going for this series. So if you want to support my Patreon, click the link in the description below. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more. Peace, until all are one.